Welcome to Empowerment Radio. My name is Dr. Friedemann, and I'm so glad that you decided to join me. Empowerment Radio is about giving you the insights, tools, and solutions to address some of the most challenging aspects of our daily lives. So sit back, relax, and empower yourself. So I just talked about the mind-body connection and how to not get into the sympathetic nervous system, into the stress, fight, and flight response. Now, to get into the parasympathetic nervous system, as I mentioned, laughing, having positive thoughts, focusing on anything that gets you into the present moment. You can meditate, you can do a guided meditation, you can journal. I had a client tell me that she's shopping today in her closet and put some outfits together because, like many people, usually she goes to the shopping mall to buy something because it's much easier, it's more sorted out there than in her closet. So she just decided to go into the closet and get some order and put some new outfits together. That can relax you. Cooking can relax you. Another client told me about every night she's taking a bath while she's thinking about all the positive things that are right now going on in her life and how she appreciates these little simple things in her life. Her whole system is relaxing, and that in itself is stimulating your immune system. Of course, yoga is wonderful, and Tai Chi and other things that you may know about. All of those things get you connected to your mind-body system in a parasympathetic nervous system way that really stimulates your vitality, stimulates this inner potential, this innate potential for us to be healthy and well. Nature is a good example. And if you cannot go into nature because you are kind of trapped, you can actually watch something that is about nature. I think the national parks have now these free either webcams or movies about their parks. You can have nature sounds that surround you. That in itself, even if you are stuck in an apartment, is stimulating your parasympathetic nervous system, because nature in itself is just something the body naturally entrains with. It gets you out of the tension that you may have been feeling, and it makes you connect to something bigger. I mean, I can just visualize a tree. And I visualize a tree leaning against a tree, and I'm already feeling so much calmer and softer. And it's almost like all stress and tension is flowing out of me into the earth. I mean, simple things like that can really make a difference. Just make yourself, have a routine like that. Something where you regularly, you don't have to always be a Zen master, but every day, getting yourself back into a lower place of stress, into a relaxed place, into a place where you look for the opportunities that will stimulate your immune system. But what I told you before is that there is a specific way your body defends you from viruses, and the great masters of the mind-body connection, like Bernie Siegel, or I mentioned Deepak Chopra, or others, they have always used guided meditations or visualizations to activate specifically the immune defenses, for example, with cancer or inflammation. And there are great books about this, where Bernie Siegel tells clients to imagine that there are sheep coming in that are surrounding the cancer area and just eating it away. Or a good friend of mine who had breast cancer, she used the imagery of little fish coming in when she was diagnosed with breast cancer. And at the time of the surgery, which was about a month after the diagnosis, the cancer had shrunk by 50% just by her visualization. I mean, that's phenomenal what the body was doing to already get that process rolling. So when it comes to the immune defense to viruses, there are basically three major ways that you can visualize. The first one is that there are these soldiers, these policemen. They are called T cells and natural killer cells, which is not a very nice name, but imagine them as little soldiers going through your body, and they're searching for cells that are infected by a virus. And they can read the surfaces of the cells according to if it's a healthy cell or not a healthy cell. I mean, they're literally going across, it's like from door to door, from cell to cell, and oh, that cell doesn't look quite right. And then they're able to isolate this cell and eliminate this cell before the virus can spread. So that's one way. So this is like happening all the time, looking for infected cells. Now, once the virus is in a cell, the body also has in the cell an ability to fend off the virus, which is called interferon. And interferon are small proteins that are literally going onto the virus. They're preventing the virus from replicating itself. And they are actually then also producing these proteins that are signaling to those little soldiers to come in and destroying the cell and the virus altogether. So these interferons are like an inner super glue that is poured out from the cells onto the virus and prevents the virus from replicating. And then there are the famous antibodies. And antibodies are basically also little proteins that are in the bloodstream and in the lymphatic system. And they are, once we have been infected by a cell and these, the body has learned, that's how, by a virus, and the body has learned, that's how the virus looks like, that's the surface of the virus. Those antibodies are developed, they are specific to the virus, they are sitting on any new virus that are coming in, they are neutralizing it, and they are presenting it to cells that are called macrophages, and those cells are part of the white blood cell system. They are coming in, the antibodies hold tight to the virus, the macrophages are surrounding the virus, chewing it up, dissolving it. That's why once you have a viral infection, you are immune to the virus as long as you have these antibodies inside. So you can see there is a lot going on in the body to keep you healthy and well. You are prepared, your body is ready, and your body just needs you to trust it and to be relaxed about it and do well to your body by nourishing it well and giving it enough rest and all those wonderful things, but also by really putting clear instructions and that calmness into your system. And for that, here is the guided meditation that I promised you, that is all about getting you into the parasympathetic nervous system and making you ready to just be healthy and well and in a strong immune defense. Enjoy. Hi, Dr. Friedemann here. Thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. If you're interested in learning more about fear and anxiety, here you'll find guided meditations, webinars, and interviews with some of the most renowned experts in the field of empowerment. Delve into the over 230 videos and more to come every week.